because you know about international war crimes, and if you are collectively punishing a people by air bombing a refugee camp, it's quite possible that these are not even my words, these are the words of our former president, President Barack Obama, you could then be charged with war crimes.
No, that's true.
Hey there, guys. Welcome to the channel. So I have some very troubling news. Republican, if you can call him that, Adam Kinzinger, the guy just will not go away. And now he's decided to add to his own embarrassment and write a book about his experiences as a propagandist after the January 6th riot. Of course, no reasonable person on the entire planet cares at all about his story about January 6th. So he had to go literally to the home of the unreasonable, and he had to appear on The View to try and hawk his book, where amazingly, and again, to her credit, Joy Behar is the most reasonable and critically thinking person at the table. What is happening to the world, dude? I have no clue. But we got a lot to get into, guys. Before we do, thank you very much to all you guys who've been subscribing and leaving such great comments. Really appreciate the support. And if you haven't already, help us to continue to grow. Like, comment, subscribe, most importantly, share the channel. So let's get into this.
A lot of innocent people, and we hear these stories, and it's heartbreaking all around.
But if Israel doesn't get rid of Hamas, they'll just do it again.
They
have already said they want the annihilation of Israel. So they have really no choice, it seems to me, at the moment.
All you have to do...
Although the collateral damage is horrible.
It's awful. I mean, that's the thing. Awful. War is terrible. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
There's nothing good in war ever, and collateral damage is awful. But again, the responsibility for that rests on an organization that decided they were going to cross the fence, they were going to murder babies, they were going to steal people and take them. There's one way to end this war right now, is if the people of Gaza march Hamas out with the prisoners, give the prisoners back to the Israelis, allow Hamas to go into Israeli jail, and then you would have peace, and you'd have peace forever there.
Well,
So yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm really, really starting to like this post-Hamas Joy Behar. And honestly, I can't fault Adam Kinzinger either for anything that he just said right there. You know, Hamas, to Joy's point, did start this. And here's the thing, war is horrible. He's right. But not fighting, not standing up for yourself, not doing everything in your power to make sure that what Hamas was able to accomplish in their attack never happens again, that would be worse. That would be worse than war. And, you know, honestly, the whole time we're watching reasonable adults, talk about what is really happening, it has got to be making Joy's anti-Semitic friend, Sunny Hostin, completely lose her mind.
Ever there.
Well,
but the problem is they continue to fight.
I do have a question in terms of a more targeted way of approaching this. I mean, you were in the military, correct? What happens, I mean, Israel has such a sophisticated military organization. Why not have special forces be able to go in there and cause less civilian casualties? Why are they not more targeted? Because you know about international war crimes, and if you are collectively punishing a people by air bombing a refugee camp, it's quite possible that these are not even my words, these are the words of our former president, President Barack Obama, you could then be charged with war crimes.
No, that's true.
Barack Obama, I mean, really, come on. So first off, probably the most anti-Israel president that we've ever had, while at the very, very same time being without a doubt the most pro-Iran president that we've ever had. And also, let's not get too excited about old Barry's opinion on war crimes. I mean, the dude used a secret court to murder almost 4,000 people all over the world with remote control freaking airplanes. So, and we know that at least 10% of them were innocent civilians. So let's take anything he thinks on the topic of war crimes with a big giant grain of kosher salt. And, as far as why isn't Israel more careful? They literally give civilians advance warning. They tell them when they're coming. They tell them where they're going. They actually tell people where they can go to remain safe and remain alive. The terrorists, however, oftentimes they aren't letting these people leave.
War crime.
No, that's true. And I would argue that, look, what you're seeing is actually very targeted, because if it wasn't, there'd be about 200,000 dead right now in Gaza. When I hear people say that Israel is indiscriminately bombing, they've dropped, let's say, 5,000 bombs. If you drop 5,000 bombs indiscriminately, you would have massive casualties everywhere. Now, there are moments, striking a camp, for instance, in Gaza, and I don't know all the details of that, and given what happened the last time when it was claimed that Israel struck a hospital and we found out it was actually Hamas that did it, we have to be very careful, but there are going to be mistakes in war. People are imperfect. There'll be mistakes in targeting. But I guarantee you, Israel, every bomb it drops is attempting to do the best they can to minimize collateral damage. The problem is when Hamas surrounds itself with innocent people thinking it would protect itself, or if it doesn't protect itself, at least they'll kill 20 people and we can get some good PR from it.
But
that's
this
a big
rise
problem.
of anti-Semitism.
Exactly, man. 100% right. And honestly, these producers, they're doing a really, really good job of protecting Sonny. If they would have shown her face through that exchange, I would absolutely 100% guess that she was not even close to looking receptive to what Kinzinger had to say. But Adam Kinzinger, again, I hate to say it, but he's exactly right. You know, it's been a very, very long time since I've been able to genuinely say that.
In the world, people forget that Hamas started this war.
That's right. That's
so
right.
let's keep our perspective correct here.
So yeah, Sonny got absolutely freaking crushed. I mean, completely owned by both Joy Behar and Adam Kinzinger. You know, that she does, basically, she's so owned that she does what every confused and cornered propagandist is now in the year 2023 trained to do. Start talking about Trump.
That's right.
Well, let me ask you a different question. Over the weekend, a federal judge reinstated a gag order imposed on former President Trump in the Washington case, accusing him of trying to overturn his 2020 election defeat, his loss, which he, of course, denies. Yes, he got crushed. Do you think he will be able to keep his mouth just shut?
No.
And what strikes you the most about the history we're witnessing here? Because most federal defendants just stop when they get the gag order.
Yeah.
He cannot he doesn't have impulse control? Is that what it is?
I mean, what it is he's exercising the only option that he's got to continue his fight and continue getting his message out to the American people, you and me. And don't forget, the man is in the middle of a presidential campaign to save the world from you and your crazy, unhinged leftist buddies. He doesn't have the courtesy of being able to just shut up and take it like the average federal defendant you're talking about. The man cannot be bought. The man will not be threatened, and these are the exact characteristics, by the way, that are the very, very reason that the left does not want him to campaign or run for president.
So
It just makes everybody else gag.
Sophia and I have a toddler who's almost 2 years old. Great guy, great kid. But, you know, it's kind of hard to discipline when he has his outbursts. And that's what Donald Trump is. I mean, what is it? Yesterday, he woke up at 4 a.m., or maybe he was still awake, I don't know, 4 a.m., and just put out something about a stolen election. And I mean, what this shows is a person that can't control his emotions. And it's fine if you want to be a human being that can't control your emotion. You shouldn't be president of the United States if you can't control your outbursts and your emotions.
You know, Adam, I mean, maybe you're right, man. Maybe being in control of your emotions is something that should be important. Maybe that is a prerequisite. Maybe we should only take seriously those of us who always have complete and profound control of their emotions.
Democracies are not defined by our bad days. We're defined by how we come back from bad days.
So yeah, I mean, the guy's an expert. I'll give him that. I don't mean to pick on the guy. I mean, we all have those moments. I just didn't feel right being so nice about Adam Kinzinger in this whole video.
And I think when this gag order is reinstated, he's going to violate it again. And ultimately, the question is,
so when are we
going to
when is somebody going to give a real punishment?
Jail.
When is there going to be a real
contempt?
A real.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. $50,000 to $20,000, $10,000 is not enough.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we're not at the $150,000 mark every time you open your mouth, and then it should go up, because that's what they would do to me if I was doing this.
They would, yeah.
Well, you would be
agree.
held in
I'd be
contempt
under the
and you'd be
under the jail.
You'd be doing a remote in from jail. Right
Yeah.
So I mean, I think they.
So never, Whoopi, never. To answer your question, the answer is never. No one will ever dish out any real punishment. This is all a show. And you guys are living in a complete and total fantasy by your own making. you're working towards, honestly, your very, very final letdown. When the man becomes the 47th president of the United States, your minds, your brains will not be able to handle it, I promise you. But anyway, I thought you guys would get a kick out of this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. We'll see you in the next one.